getting there. Hello, Michael Melkos. Hey, Shelly. Hello, Hunter Herb, beautiful person. Hello, Kitten Tracks. Hello, Nicole Ubble Cakes.
I'm sorry, was that your knee?
No. Hello, Christy Bazemore. What are you doing to my lighting?
I can't get in here. There's a big light
Evans,
pole
don't be
there.
messing with my lighting.
Yeah.
Hello, 70. Hello, Stephanie. From work. What is happening at work? Hello, Evangelina Guerra.
Oh, my back.
Sam, I am. Sam, that was a tough one. Hello, Terry Meeb. Sam, I saw a stat. Seems like I'm into stats lately. That only 2 teams have lost 100 or more games in the last 10 years in the NFL. The Giants are one. They've lost 100 games in the last 10 years. And who is the other team?
I'm guessing it's going to be the Jets because that's his favorite team.
Jets. Jets. They've lost 109 games in 10 years. It's almost 11 games a year.
That's unfortunate.
That's a lot of losing. It's tough being a Jets fan. I thought it was tough being a Cowboys fan. It was really tough being a Jets fan. Hello, Chelsea B. Hello, Terry Mead. I think I said hello, Terry Mead. Hello, Charles. Hello, Hector. What's up? Well, I don't know, Sam. The Yanks are on right now. The Yanks are playing Toronto. Hello, Amber. Man, that light behind us is bright.
We'll turn it down.
Hello, Celeste.
You can turn it down.
I don't think it. Well, I know. I'm the one who set up all this ish. Evans. We just need some mood lighting, kind of like that. Just a little mood lighting.
Is that better?
Sam's a Mets fan. Yeah.
All right, let's knock it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm here for the listener. I champion the listener. Oh, you have interesting stuff? I have interesting stuff.
Grab stuff.
I have interesting stuff. I got some work. Golly. Too much Mongolian beef. I've got some.
Did you finish it all?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I've never had Mongolian beef with green beans.
That was the P.F. Chang's recipe.
Usually it has scallions.
That was the P.F. Chang's recipe. I get those frozen bags, like the P.F. Chang's restaurant has the frozen meals. It's so easy. I just do a thing of rice and slop that on top.
Hello, Jenny.
Supper.
Jenny. Oh, darn it. Oh, no, I'm good. Let's see here.
All right, here we go. How many we got? The Loyal Faithful 27. That's all right. Didn't you say, why can't we have more than, why don't we have a lot more people watching? You said there's a reason. Is it because
it's not a very popular podcast? I don't know.
I thought you said something about how they have to subscribe or something. And
you just have to be a subscriber.
Not
everybody's sitting by their phone waiting to watch your and I's
from
ugly
27
mugs.
to 23 that quick.
I don't know.
Hello,
wacky marketing department.
All right, let's get going.
Hello, Edison Al. Hello, Amber. Well, I can't get going until I get a sound check.
Check 1, 2, check.
Isla Vanel, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Isla Vanel, please pick up the red courtesy phone.
That's enough.
Isla Vanel.
That's enough for that. Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. It's a podcast. And I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans with my husband and my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
If I start coughing uncontrollably, I apologize. I took my Delsum cough syrup right before we came on the podcast, and hopefully it'll do the trick.
Seasonal allergies?
I don't know what it is. I've been trying to get a cold for about a week or so now, And I put it off as long as possible. So I guess it finally kicked in. I woke up night before last, just uncontrollably coughing in the middle of the night. Alan slept through it. That makes me feel very comforted. If I'm having like a major attack in the middle of the night, not going to bother you in the least. I was hacking.
Why are you throwing me out on Front Street?
Because the next morning I was like, I'm so sorry if I woke you up last night. I didn't hear anything. Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Well, here's the deal with that. And this is kind of, hey, good you, babe. I had my mouthpiece in last night.
This was 2 nights ago when I was
whenever.
Up along.
Whenever I wear my mouthpiece, point being, I sleep pretty solidly.
Yeah.
Who provided me said mouthpiece?
Well, Dr. Ty.
That'd be Dr. Suzanne Ty.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, friend of A-Train. I recently went in for
readjustment.
Yeah, readjustment, another sleep study. Very important to me, the sleep thing, you know. We're going to have Dr. Ty on the podcast next week.
Yeah, they're trying to get me to go in for one.
Yeah, we're going to be in the big boy studio in Las Colinas.
See, I think my problem is not quality of sleep; it's quantity of sleep.
I think it's also quality.
Well, Alan says I do tend to snore,
but
I think it's usually when I have a little cold.
Yeah, you're not getting air. I'm concerned about the amount of oxygen's going to your brain.
So if loud noises, any kind of thing in the middle of the night, you're going to sleep right through it. That's my whole point.
Well,
but anyway,
depends on how loud. Like there's thunder. Sometimes that wakes me up.
I love the sound. I love waking up to thunder.
Yeah.
I love rolling over and looking at the clock, even if I'm hacking up along at 12:15 a.m. and thinking, man, I don't have to get up for about 4 more hours and trying to go back to sleep. That's a good feeling for me, at least. Anyway, enough about my health issues. Add it to my list of ailments, babe.
Well,
I'm surprised you didn't say something about
another
that.
thing I'm trying to get Kelly to stop doing, and I was talking to Dr. Ty about this, is your habit of setting your alarm probably 45 minutes earlier than you need to, because all you do in the process, number one, you wake up too early. Number two, you wake me up.
Oh, that wakes you up.
Then I get shitty
That
sleep.
wakes you up.
No, but if you set your alarm at 4 a.m.
Because I want to get up,
and then you keep snoozing it until 4:45, and then you get out of bed.
If I get up at 4:45, that's bad.
No, it's not. You leave the house, and I know you do because I look over at the clock. You leave the house every day about 5:15 or 5:30.
But 4:45 is bad.
So
my goal is to leave the house by 5.
You can roll out of bed literally at 4:45
and not look cute.
Well,
I try to do my makeup.
You're not doing Dish Nation.
I know. I try to look a little decent before I go to work.
My point is, you could set the alarm for 4:45. Just roll out of bed. You get an extra 45 minutes of sleep.
But snoozing is my habit. I snooze. That's just what I do.
Podcast listener, email us at podcast@kellyandalan.com. I'd like to know if the listener, are you a snoozer or are you set it and get out of bed?
Well, that's easy for, people who don't have to get up at, stupid hours. Like if you have to get up on a weekend because one of the boys has an early game, you do it because it's like one time you have to get up every couple of weeks that early. Well, you have to do it every freaking day. It's hard.
Dylan has to be at football practice at 7 a.m.
Okay, but that's not every day. That's not every single day.
Well, on those days, I just set my alarm because I want to get the most sleep and then just roll out of bed.
I know, but you're just taking them you can just don't even brush your teeth and you can come back home.
Yeah.
I got to go work.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're right. I should set the alarm and get up. And I should get up at 4 a.m. That would put me getting to work earlier, and give me more time to prepare before I start my day.
So I was also,
but I don't want to do that.
So I was also encouraged to use an app. It's pretty fun to use. It's called Sleep Lab. Sorry, Snore Lab. Sleep Lab.
Can everybody use it?
I think it's free. But anyway, I have it, and Dr. Ty encouraged me to use it. So you set it right as you're going to bed. You set your phone on your nightstand, and it basically records you all night, and it will tell you you can listen to yourself snoring, and it rates you. Was it like quiet snoring, medium, or epic?
Oh.
And it shows you this like line graph, and if you go to the really high part of the graph, that's where you're doing the epic snoring.
Well, what if you have somebody in bed with you?
Well, it's pretty sensitive. Like every once in a while, I'll hear like you snoring on there, or I'll hear your alarm go off, or I'll
Or the
hear
dog flapping in her
like
ears.
Zoe flapping her ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she rolls around and I guess goes back to sleep. I don't
Mhm.
know. But you can hear that on there. Every once in a while, some burping, farting.
On whose part?
No.
I don't know.
Your part.
I'm asleep. Okay, you can say that because I'm asleep.
It's
Go ahead
probably
now.
your part.
Well, I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny because I'm asleep. I'd like to think I'm not doing that. I'd like to think
you're not doing that too.
I don't know.
But anyway, we're not going to talk about burping and farting.
No,
on this
we're
podcast.
not.
We're going to talk about, I think we've got a lot of just kind of interesting stuff.
We do.
I do.
I'm stressed
Oh.
because I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I really don't. I grew up going to church all the time.
Mhm.
All the time. I went, the church was like a huge part of my life. I went to the school that was run by the church. The Florence Christian School was run by the church. So I was there Monday through Friday. Every single day we had Bible class. On Wednesdays we had chapel. Wednesday nights we had prayer meeting at church. Thursday night visitation, sometimes Saturday morning visitation, it depended. Friday night we had youth activities. Sunday morning we had Sunday school, Sunday morning service, and then we came back for Sunday night service. So I was immersed in the Bible, right? And Bible lessons and stuff growing up. And then I went to Liberty University for 1 year, then that was it. Anyway, I stayed really involved in the church, not so much as I used to, but then a group of us started a Bible study group. And a couple of the ladies that are in it.
Who was in said group?
Well, a lot of people that are in our podcast family, excuse me.
Well, let's throw them out
Andrea Dowling-Gullidge.
ADG, yes.
Melissa Heck.
Melissa Heck, yes.
She's in it. Kay and Laura, mother and daughter, Kay and Laura Shelton.
Friends of the podcast and just friends, yes.
KK, who has moved to Houston, so she's, taken a leave of the Bible study group.
Was KK a pretty devoted attendee anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Why would you even question that?
I don't know. Just because KK sometimes just doesn't go to stuff.
She does?
I don't know.
I don't know where. Anyway, she's in Houston now. So. Susan
Shocker, yes, one of my favorite people. These are all my favorite people, but Susan definitely one of our favorite people.
Oh my gosh, now I'm going to miss somebody.
Well, Stacy,
right next door, Stacy. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to see when we sit on the couch who's in it.
Anyway, a lot of friends of ours, ours.
Have I missed anybody? No, you got me all paranoid. I think that's it. Anyway,
that's about it.
So Melissa and Andrea, we've gone through several Bible studies and they have each taken turns doing it. And so here we come, we got to do another Bible study. And this time I was the one that recommended the Bible study we're doing because I recommend the Bible recap with Tara Lee Cobble a lot. Mm-hmm. And she also does several Bible studies. And the one, I just found a bunch of them and we all, I don't know, we collectively decided on doing the book of Matthew. And it's Jesus as King, I believe is the subtitle of it. And, Susan volunteered to host it because we each take turns hosting and whoever hosts feeds everybody. So it's a double whammy on the host. But it's like, who's going to lead the Bible study? And nobody was stepping up to the plate. And at first I was kind of like making the suggestion, why don't we all take turns? Like each, like the hostess who takes turns. Why don't we each take turns volunteering, leading it? And I was like, no, that's a cop out. I was like, well, I kind of halfway was like, well, I guess I could do it. And of course, the minute I said that, they're like, yes, Kelly, great. Step outside your comfort zone. You do it, girl. I'm like, oh, Lord, what have I done? I have never in my life led a Bible study. Never. And so here I am trying to figure out how, because the lessons are divided up into 10 weeks anyway, and you're supposed to do a day a week. And so we meet once a month and I'm cramming in 7 days in one meeting. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm actually learning a lot. Mm-hmm. Teaching it
a little different perspective
gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff you kind of gloss over. Like when you go to church, they're teaching all the usual Bible lessons, right? The usual stories from the Bible that we all know. And then there's a lot of little stories that kind of get overlooked that you learn about when you read through the Bible. But there's really a lot of things I'm learning. I'm like, I've been in church my whole life. How did I not know this stuff? But, one of the biggest things is because we're reading Matthew 1 right now, is talking about the lineage of Jesus, right? And how, from David, from Abraham, all the way, all this genealogy to the birth of Christ. Well, do you know that it wasn't Mary, the mother of Jesus, who was in that lineage? It was Joseph. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Joseph was in the lineage of Jesus, who was not he was Jesus's legal father here on earth, but not his biological father, of course. And I learned about, also about the birth of Christ and how we had this nativity scene, at Christmas where they have the 3 wise men and all that stuff. Well, none of that happened. It didn't happen like that. It's just really interesting, the stuff you're learning. You'd have to come to my Bible study to get the full account. I can see Alan already glossing over. But it's just really, it's a lot of pressure on me.
Well, when you
But I'm also learning a lot as I'm doing it. So I'm getting a lot out of it, right?
When you started talking about the nativity scene, I think we talk about this every year. How is it unstable to have a nativity scene and then standing there also as Santa Claus?
Well, it's just the secular, the secular stuff.
Or is it unstable to have a nativity scene and in the manger, in the, wasn't a crib, what do you call it?
They call it a manger. But what we learned, it's actually it wasn't like this little wooden box. It was more likely like this hollowed out stone thing.
Right.
And that it wasn't actually a stable. It was probably more like a room that was attached to a house. It's like a lot of stuff you learn listening to the Bible recap.
Whatever. I've seen nativity scenes and there's like a little like baby Yoda in there instead of baby Jesus.
That's some people who are, like, that's very sacrilegious. And some people like, Jesus has a sense of humor. I don't know where I fall in on that.
Remember when we went to church that one time on Christmas and it was Pastor Sam's?
Yeah.
And he was going to have a
live
nativity scene
with a live
baby Jesus, but baby Jesus was sick.
Baby Jesus got sick.
Baby Jesus got sick. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny.
It was just funny the way he told it.
Please.
No, you do it. I'm sick. I don't remember. He just said something about how they had to use a doll because baby Jesus got sick.
I got no baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus got sick.
Baby Jesus got sick.
I'd use a doll.
Okay, babe.
Anyway, if anybody wants to pray for me, because by the time I come back for next podcast, the first Bible study led by Kellie Rasberry Evans will be in the books, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Why don't you get your dad to come over and help?
No.
Why?
No, this is because this is our ladies' Bible study.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got anything, or do you want me to?
You can go ahead. I just commandeered the whole first part of the podcast.
No, that's okay. We wanted to know about.
Did we?
Well, I've heard it, but our listeners.
You heard what?
About your Bible study. Our listeners have not.
So. You haven't heard about what I'm going to be teaching or leading, not teaching.
Yeah,
leading.
You didn't tell me too many details about exactly what you were doing. Just a couple of updates. I played a charity golf tournament. I was invited by Sergeant Patrick Sowers. A charity golf tournament benefited Operation Once in a Lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to remind everybody, he's really big on Facebook, and he also has a website, Operation Once in a Lifetime.
You get more information off the Facebook group, though.
Yeah, but the big thing he's raffling off this Corvette. I mean, this thing is
like a Barbie dream car.
Freaking
Corvette?
Amazing. No, this thing is black. It's black on black. It's a convertible 2025 LT2 convertible with the Z51 performance package.
I don't know what that means.
It's like $100,000 car.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, you can buy a raffle ticket for $25 or 5 tickets for $100. So just go to Facebook and look for Operation Once in a Lifetime or go to his website. You don't need to be present to win, but he's going to give this thing away. I think
it's usually around Memorial Day weekend, but not
this year.
No.
I
don't know when it is this
year.
We've
already passed that. So it's going to be later on this year.
It's not leading up to next year's?
No, he's going to give it away this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, he's going to give it away this year. But all proceeds, if you do buy tickets, they benefit,
It doesn't say when on there?
Veterans, active military, and first responders. He is keeping that fluid for several reasons. It'll be this year.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
I guess that's for tax purposes. It'll be this year.
It's this year. Well, it has to do with ticket sales too.
Oh,
So, yeah. So
maybe you'll win
check
a
it out.
Corvette for Christmas.
Yeah, I saw it out there at the golf tournament. It was fun. We
Did you buy any raffle tickets?
I have. Yeah, I bought a few.
Because you got lucky and won one year.
I've won a car before, guys.
I have too.
I mean, how many couples can say they've
Who
won a
hasn't?
car?
Who hasn't won a car?
No, I won a car through Operation Once in a Lifetime. So
I won a car through a Pepsi bottle cap.
it's definitely legit. Okay, so I wanted to
I was 13, couldn't drive it.
remind everybody of that.
Chevy Monza. They don't even make them anymore. Stick shift, no AC.
So I have some interesting stuff here, just kind of random, interesting things. I guess I'll start
Low.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what
Build
the
up.
right word is, and then
Build up.
Pringles.
Yeah.
Are you a Pringles fan?
They're okay.
They're
If I'm
okay.
going down the chip aisle, that's not my go-to chip.
It's not my go-to chip, but I think over
I
the
don't like
years
digging-
I have
I don't like
really
digging into
eaten
the
a lot of.
cylinder.
I've eaten a lot of Pringles.
I don't like sticking my hand in the cylinder. It'd be funner if it had like a push-up pop, like where you push it up from the bottom, maybe.
I like the sour cream and onion. I like the classic red
They're
Pringle.
fine.
And after you eat all the Pringles, you got the little crumblies in the bottom, and then you got the can, and then you just kind of drink the crumblies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, Pringles are ingeniously designed, stackable, slim, and dispensed in a sturdy container, which we're familiar with, that prevents breakage.
Mhm.
So your Pringles don't get smashed, right? To make their uniform design, Pringles uses a special recipe. Doesn't include potatoes.
Really?
No potatoes in Pringles.
That's
Instead,
why you get that funny film on the top of your mouth, I guess. Need a bunch of them.
Instead, they're made with something called dehydrate processed potato. They also contain corn, rice, and wheat.
There you go.
By contrast, potato chips are generally fairly straightforward, thinly sliced potatoes, deep fried or baked or salted. The federal government actually stepped in to determine whether Pringles, and this is why we love our government so much, they do very, very important things like this. But they actually stepped in to determine whether Pringles were really a potato chip. In 1975, the FDA decided that the company could call Pringles chips,
But not potato chips.
only if they called out the dried potato ingredient.
Oh.
Instead, Pringles decided to use the word crisps.
Oh, there you go.
Crisps.
I wonder if the government will step in and finally decide once and for all if a hot dog is a sandwich. By the way, I went to Costco with my mother for Mondays with Mama, and I had never had that Costco soft drink $1.50 combo, which apparently the founder of Costco said he will never change that. It will always be $1.50 despite whatever's going on in the world. That thing was awesome. It was awesome, Alan. It was $1.50.
The
It was
Costco
big,
dog?
and the drink, and it's free refills, and it was good. The bun was soft, and the hot dog was delicious. I was very hungry at the time, but it was $1.50.
That's called a lost leader.
It was worth it.
You know what a lost leader is?
You get people in the door with that, and then you sell them other stuff that's more expensive.
Exactly.
Well, they got my $1.50.
Speaking of sandwiches, another good Segue, babe. Boy, you're on it tonight.
Unbeknownst to me,
Must work in radio or
must
something.
be the Delsum.
Scientists say that sandwiches actually taste better if someone else makes it for you. I have
You say that
told
all
Kelly
the time.
this a million times, and she's always like,
You just don't want to make it. I
it.
don't do that. I was like, you just don't want to make it.
Yeah, you just don't want to make it.
I don't make that noise.
Scientists studying perception and enjoyment discovered that sandwiches tend to taste better when someone else makes them because of how the brain processes familiarity and anticipation. When you make your own sandwich, you've already experienced it visually, smelled the ingredients, and imagined the taste, essentially dulling your sensory excitement before the first bite. But when someone else prepares it, there's a level of mystery and novelty that heightens your senses and attention. It makes the flavors seem richer and more rewarding.
When's the last time you made me a sandwich?
Psychologists say it's the same reason why food at restaurants or cooked by loved ones can feel more enjoyable.
When's the last time you cooked a meal for me?
Your brain finds greater pleasure in the unexpected. What do you think about that?
I think that's fantastic.
I think that's fantastic.
I think that's fantastic.
What do you think about that?
I think that's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
I think that's fantastic. And what are you cooking for me next? Remember when we dieted together that first time a long time ago and we both decided we were fat? And you cooked every night for me. And I just sat there and told you how much I loved and appreciated you every night you cooked for me. Remember that?
I did a lot of cooking. We were
What
both,
happened to
what
all
did you
that?
say? We were both fat.
We both decided we were fat.
So you said you thought I was fat?
We both decided we were fat.
You know, Dr. Ty actually said, I was in there with my appointment like last week or whatever. She goes, she said, you know, when I first made your mouthpiece, like, I don't know, five years ago, she goes, you were a little heavier then, weren't you? I was like, yeah, I was probably pushing 200.
Maybe a little over.
Wow.
You were a little over. You were a little over.
I was.
I was just looking at this interesting fact that the average man right now is like 199.5 pounds. I don't remember where that fact is.
I think I'm under that.
It was somewhere on here. I'll have to find it again. But yeah, it was like the average. The average weight for males in the US ages 20 and older is 199.8 pounds. And the average weight for women, oh God, I had it. Now it's gone. Oh, the average weight for women is 170.8 pounds.
$170, huh?
Yeah, 199.8 and 170.8.
So about 200 and 170.
That's average.
Americans are big. No, Americans are big. They are. We're big people.
Well, we're bigger. I mean, if you go like when I was in high school, I remember we went and toured. What's that? Jefferson's house or whatever. What is that? Montecito? Monticello. We went there and I was like, man, this furniture's so tiny. Now, granted, I was very tall. I've been 5'9", 5'9.5" my whole life, but I was like, man, these people are really tiny. So we as a collective group of people are bigger.
Okay.
Aren't we?
We are. Here's another. So we're starting to wrap it up a little bit. Teaching assistant arrested after.
No, if it's something to do with, is it bad?
No, I'll just skip it.
Is it bad? I don't.
Teaching assistant arrested after fart spray sends students to hospital.
Oh, it's a gag that went wrong.
Well, it went really wrong. A teaching assistant was arrested following incidents involving a foul-smelling spray. Now, I know what this is. It's used in the magic community sometimes. It's called sulfur spray.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like that rotten egg smell.
It's the rotten egg smell. Mm-hmm. And it takes like a tiny little amount to basically, you'll start gagging. It smells so bad.
So the teacher went a little overboard.
Well, arrested following incidents involving a foul-smelling spray at West Florence High School in South Carolina.
West Florence?
Yes. Between August 25th and September 19, 2025. Do you know an Alexander Paul Robertson Lewis?
Honey, I've been gone for 31 years.
Okay, well, he's 32. So he was a baby when you left. Faces charges of disturbing schools and malicious injury to property over $10,000. The alleged use of an internet purchase spray, guarantee this is sulfur spray, designed to imitate fecal odor that caused significant disruption.
Oh my gosh.
Prompting some students and staff to experience respiratory issues, nausea, dizziness, and headaches, with some requiring medical attention.
That's like, poisoning people.
Yes.
Right?
The incidents led to more than $55,000 in damages for inspections and repairs, primarily affecting the school's air conditioning system.
So did he spray it into the vent or just spray it in rooms?
Well, it reportedly disseminated the odor. Lewis was released on bond around September 22nd, 2025, and is scheduled for a court appearance on October 15, 2025.
I hadn't heard that story.
Why would he break out the fart spray at school? I mean, if you're a
it
student,
was funny,
maybe, but
some people would think that's funny, or he really hated, where he worked, or hated somebody. I don't know. It was one or the other. A very, very bad prank.
My friend David, who's the magician, he had some of this stuff.
Well, see, so he would be like, why even have it?
unless you're a magician.
Why have it? Why would you need that smell to be emanating from any of your magic tricks?
Well, it's a gag, but I wouldn't do it at a school.
But why would you do it at all? Why would you want to humiliate someone and make people think that person passed gas?
Well,
so foul.
You would leave it up to interpretation as to who did it. Like
I don't think that's funny.
Like at an airport.
It's not funny.
You could just do a little bit at an airport.
No.
And it's like, who did
that's
that?
That's foul.
Who did that?
That's awful.
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just
not
saying
funny.
that's why they market that
Throw
product.
the book at it.
That's why they market that product.
And David too.
Well, I don't think David's used it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're starting to ramp it up now. We've got 2 more of these. You ready for this one?
How can you top that?
Oh, we can top that. U.S. man in a restaurant coughed and sneezed at the same time.
Oh.
And his colon fell out.
Oh, no.
While eating breakfast at a Florida diner, a 63-year-old man suffered a rare and alarming medical emergency. A simultaneous sneeze and cough caused his colon to partially fall out of his body.
Oh, that's awful.
Through a recent surgical incision.
Oh, okay.
Though doctors had previously told him the abdominal wound was healed, the pressure of the combined reflexes caused a sudden and painful prolapse.
That's awful. That's awful.
He reportedly felt a wet sensation.
I know you think this is horrible. This is not funny.
I'm not laughing.
You're trying not to. It's not funny.
I'm not laughing.
That's awful.
Lifted his shirt.
Oh my God.
And saw several inches of bowel protruding from his stomach.
Awful.
Ooh. Emergency responders arrived
How
quickly.
Does that come out through your stomach?
Well, because 3-inch opening, babe.
In the back, I thought.
3-inch opening. They found a 3-inch opening and a significant section of the bowel exposed.
That's horrible.
Though miraculously, there was no major bleeding.
Thank the Lord.
Or organ damage. He was rushed to the hospital where surgeons were able to reposition the colon and stabilize his condition.
I wouldn't have told that. That's not good.
It's on internet.
What else is on the internet?
Mark Sanchez attacking that guy.
That's bad.
Maybe we talk about that a little bit. Okay, last one.
Is it going to be worse than that?
Well, we're working our way up to a crescendo.
Well, can it be something that doesn't have to do with a bodily function or a colon or any? Is it all related to that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Alan.
Last one.
Are you second guessing yourself?
Your lips and anus share the same skin called mucosa. This is science because they're just 2 ends of your body's internal food pipe. In a fascinating twist of human anatomy, scientists point out that your lips and your anus are linked by more than just their roles in digestion. They're lined with the same type of tissue called mucosa. This unique, moist, and durable layer coats the digestive tract and a continuous tube.
When you think about it.
Yes. You're like an earthworm.
In and out the other.
You're like an earthworm.
Yeah.
Running from your mouth to your anus. Mucosa protects these sensitive areas while supporting digestion and sensory tasks. This surprising connection highlights the clever design of the human body, with lips and anus serving as the entry and exit of this vital system.
That was very helpful and educational.
That wasn't bad.
That was very necessary. We start off talking about the birth of baby Jesus
and Pringles.
And we end up with our lips and anus are the same.
Well, you got to change your voice if you're going to say that. But I was speaking from a medical position. You just said it. So I would change.
Because I'm a mature adult that can say big adult words without changing my voice.
Mucosa. You learned.
Mucosa.
Hey, what other podcast are you going to come on? You're like, I just learned a new word. It's called mucosa.
I would.
It's called mucosa.
Wager that there's not another podcast in America that had that same topic today.
I bet there's a medical podcast.
Maybe.
But that's kind of handy. You think about it. It's like an earthworm. It's just like a tube.
Yeah.
It goes all the way.
I don't like to think a lot about bodily functions. When you really start thinking about it, you'll gross yourself out.
You don't like to think a lot about bodily functions?
I don't like to think about it. I just have them.
It's been your bit lately.
What are you talking about?
We've already addressed this.
What, burping?
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm taking too much air as I eat and drink.
Yeah. Okay. You want to bring it home for Jerome?
Sure.
Okay. You want to just finish with our picks? We're doing our Cowboys picks.
Were you going to talk about that piece of paper you just held up?
No, I don't think so. That's not a big deal. We can do that.
Not a big deal.
We can do that next time.
All right. Well, y'all, we're going to bring it home for Jerome. That means this is that part of the show where Alan makes me choose if the Cowboys are going to win or not.
Yeah. We're doing our weekly picks.
Which is, there's no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever.
It's for fun.
Okay.
So last week, the Cowboys played the Jets. The Jets are like one of the worst teams in football. We both picked the Cowboys to win. We were correct. So we get a point because we picked the Cowboys to beat the Jets. Cowboys did beat the Jets. I forget what the score was, like 36-22 or something.
I don't remember.
The Jets are horrible.
Oh, don't rub it in. It's sad.
Well, I'm not rubbing it in. They're just bad.
It's
They're
just
They're just
sad.
not a good team.
It's sad.
Neither are the Cowboys, but at least Cowboys.
That's sad too.
Okay, so we got that one right. The Cowboys are now 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie on the year, which is weird. But this week they go to Carolina, the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, how are the Panthers doing?
The Panthers are not good either. They've won 2 games and lost 3. Your Dallas Cowboys are favored by 3 points.
Okay.
Or like 3.5 points.
Okay.
So who do you like?
The Cowboys by 3.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cowboys? You like the Cowboys?
27-24.
Okay. 27-21.
Why not?
Doesn't matter.
Because there's 3 points difference.
27-24.
I don't know anything about anything, but that's what I'm picking.
Eventually we're going to have to pick games differently, or we're going to finish with the exact same
then
record.
I picked the Cowboys
don't
to
change.
lose.
No.
Well, if you wanted to be different.
No, don't change your pick. But
You're telling me the Cowboys are favored.
one of these days we're going to have to pick a different.
Why do we have to?
Well, or we're just going to have the same record at the end of the year. Someone's got to win this.
Okay, then I picked the Panthers to win.
Don't do that.
27-24.
So you're picking the Panthers.
You said you don't want it to be the same.
No. I think you should stick with your first pick.
Okay, the Cowboys are going to win 27-24.
Okay, I got the Cowboys also. I'll take the Cowboys. I don't know. It's hard picking the score. Give me 30-20.
Okay.
There you go. I guess the big news with the Cowboys this week was Jerry Jones fined. Did you hear about this?
I just heard about it this morning. I missed it.
$250,000 for flying a California howdy, flying the bird, flipping off.
Why is that called a California howdy?
Because that's how they say hello in California.
Oh, I heard it wasn't just one. It was a double bird. Was it a double?
I saw him do a single bird. Did he do a double bird?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't see it.
The double
so
bird that's bold.
Isn't he trying to say it was unintentional?
Yeah, he had some weird way to it. He explained it that it wasn't his intent or something. I saw a picture of the guy with his middle finger 6 inches high, with
very
blatant, extended arm length.
Who was he doing it to?
The Jets
fans in general? Was he like waving it like a water sprinkler, like back and forth, or was it?
What I saw, he was singling out.
Spider-Man.
He was singling out somebody.
Oh,
that I'm sure was saying nasty things to him.
I'm sure, and there's only so much a human being can take.
But he was actually smiling and joking around with the people that were doing it. He wasn't angrily flipping them the bird. He was laughing and flipping the bird.
Oh,
so I'm sure they were flipping the bird at him. I don't know that for sure, but I'm sure they were.
Why did the NFL fine him?
Well, because he's an owner.
Is that in some rule book? Show me the bylaw or rule or whatever. It says an owner cannot flip off a nasty, belligerent fan of an opposing team.
I would guess that there's probably
You can't just be willy-nilly handing
There's-
out fines if there's not a rule.
there's probably a code of conduct somewhere.
And you think flipping the bird is in there somewhere?
Do you think flipping the bird is appropriate in a public setting?
Hey, some of those fans are nasty, and the things they say are flipping the bird is the least of the responses you could have.
Would you flip the bird in a public setting?
I've never done that.
Okay.
I've done it behind your back, but not in a public setting.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about the Mark Sanchez thing? That was crazy.
Yeah, if you haven't been keeping up, there's this dude, and he actually used to play for the Cowboys for a little while. He's more well known. He went to USC. He was a good player in college, and he played for the Jets for a few years, and they were actually pretty good when he was there. He retired from football.
He didn't really have a stellar professional career.
Nah, just kind of an average NFL career. He
Then he
retires
started-
from football, and he goes into TV.
Yeah, he started dating like some famous actresses. He dated Eva Longoria and people like that for a while. And I don't remember, I first heard about it. It was over the weekend. It said that Mark Sanchez had gotten, this is when we first heard it, that he had gotten into a fight with like some food delivery guy over a parking space, and that the food delivery guy ended up stabbing Mark, and he was rushed to the hospital. And we were like, oh no, poor Mark. Then come to find out the next day, there was a lot more to the story.
He was in Indianapolis because he works for Fox
Sports.
and he was doing the game, which was Indianapolis and
Don't ask me. I don't remember.
I forget who they were playing. The Raiders, I think. Indianapolis and the Raiders. Anyway, this was a Saturday, and he was there to do the game on Sunday. Well, the reports are, like Kelly said, there's a delivery truck driver.
Well, it changed a little bit.
It changed. His job was actually, he was the dude who disposes of the cooking oil
the grease.
The grease at the hotel. Dude is just doing his job, picking up the grease, and he's approached by Mark Sanchez in a dark alley.
Yeah. And he said that the hotel and the man, 68,
69 years old. Yeah.
And his kids at the time said he didn't have his hearing aid in because it's so loud. And can you imagine if you have hearing aids? I know some people that do. Some noises just like ear splitting if you're hearing aids. So he didn't have his hearing aids in or turned on. And that Mark said something about how the hotel owner said, you can't park here. You can't park here. And the man's like, what? And then Mark climbs into the car with him, and
the guy told him, you can't be in this truck.
And Mark wouldn't let him reach for his phone. Somehow they ended up outside the truck. Mark threw this man up against the wall.
And he gets pepper sprayed.
And the man pepper sprays Mark at first. And then, but that didn't stop Mark, who he said reeked of alcohol at the time. And so then the man pulled out his knife and
starts trying to defend himself because he's getting the crap beat out of him.
And somehow the knife, I don't know if Mark grabbed it from him or what, but the man's face got gashed. His children said it went all the way down to his tongue. Ooh. And then there's video of Mark walking away, kind of staggering. He's got blood all over his shirt.
So he runs into this pub, and the police came and they looked at the security cameras, and the truck driver described what happened. And it matched pretty much exactly what the security cameras saw, which was he got jumped. I mean, he got jumped by Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, so they were taken to two different hospitals. But then when Mark, they said at first he was like in critical condition, but like 24 hours later, he was released and then posted like $300 bond or something. And there's no mugshot yet because they said he hasn't been formally arrested and charged and fingerprinted and all that, because that's why there's no mugshot.
It's weird.
Well, I think some of this stuff I haven't really been keeping up beyond that. Of course, the man is suing not just Mark, but he's suing Fox Sports.
What does Fox Sports have to do with
That's
that?
what I said, but Big Al from the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
National Syndicated.
So, when you start suing, you just sue everybody. You just sue everybody like a big blanket. So he was there with Fox Sports. So why is it Fox Sports' fault? I don't know. But he's suing, and I don't know.
It's just weird because
they're trying to say they're trying to say he was under the influence of something. And the defense is
obviously,
because he's telling in the police report, he's telling police he has no recollection of what happened. So his defense might be somebody slipped me something. That might be what his defense is. I was out of my mind because somebody must have drugged me. And if they did a drug and alcohol test on it, it'll say what's in his system.
I think they did. But it's very unusual because
it's out of character.
If you followed, well, he's got a sexual assault.
He does?
Back in 2006.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
A long time ago.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah. No. That's the only, people are like, he actually had another thing on his record, but this was a long time ago. Not saying that's okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just heard everybody said he's a nice guy. This is out of character.
And he is, because if you've watched him on TV, he's great. He's really good.
And he's been married. He's married to an actress. He just had twins earlier this year. It's just a bad situation all the way around.
It's very strange. As the more that news came out, you're just like, what? He did what?
I know. It's crazy, right?
And you think about it, I mean, he's 36, 38, something like that, 39. Big guy, ex-pro athlete, and then he jumps this old man.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's bad.
Beat the crap out of him,
Yeah.
So anyway, that's really,
on that note,
really, really strange. Mucosa, just to get your mind off of that, just think Mucosa.
All right. Our next dog, we're going to name him Mucosa.
Wow.
I'm always thinking of what our next dog's going to be named. How do you top Larry? How's Larry doing? Zoe came with the name.
Is
and
Larry
we couldn't think of anything else.
Is Larry on the rebound?
Larry's doing great. His belly's all cleared up. He's not got that flaking anymore. I'm very happy with Larry's progress. Rough green sprinkled on his food. We got him on a new medication. I can't remember the name of it. No, I don't know the medication, but he was on Apoquel for the longest time. And then one day, Alan and I were looking at the ad for Apoquel, and it said something about how it can cause skin bacterial infections and stuff. Like, wait a minute, maybe that's the problem, that Apoquel was aggravating it, right? And then the vet switched him to this new medicine. Then and with the rough greens too, it's been like night and day.
Since he's been off that Apoquel, he's been doing a lot better.
Yeah.
Even I had noticed that.
Yeah.
He still stinks as all get out, but.
Oh, they both stink.
No.
Zoe's breath is the worst.
No.
Zoe's breath is really bad. Zoe can do no wrong.
Zoe's the best dog ever that's ever existed.
Yeah, but her breath is horrible. It's horrible. But anyway.
The best dog in miniature schnauzer in the history of miniature schnauzers.
Okay.
Remember when she had that Bindi?
Yeah. We had our regular dog groomer is out. She had hand surgery, so she's not washing and grooming dogs for a minute. So she had to substitute. We got Zoe back. She had a Bindi. They put a Bindi on her.
It was like a little
jewel. And we just left it on there for like 3 or 4 days. I'm like, I guess I need to take this off at some point.
I don't know why we took it off.
I took it off. I was like, I got tired of looking at the Bindi.
I think it was great.
It was just weird on my dog.
I've never seen a Bindi on a dog.
I hadn't either. It was cute.
Okay.
It was cute for a minute.
All right, babe. Well, good. You got anything else?
No, I'm just really pleased I made it through the podcast without coughing. Delsum, y'all, let me tell you, I don't recommend a lot of drugs, but Delsum is the doctor recommended cough syrup. It used to be by prescription only, and it works really well. When I had whooping cough, that's what the doctors all recommended me for at the time, and it sort of worked with whooping cough. And Advil cold and sinus, I don't know why they don't sponsor me. I've turned so many people onto it. Advil cold and sinus.
You have. So be sure to follow us on the social medias. The podcast has social media. We got a lot of followers there, and our wacky marketing department does a wonderful job with it.
Well, she's so happy we're now figured out how to do the YouTube again, so she can start posting clips.
Yeah,
I bet today's colon fell out and anus lips will be on the social media. I bet that'll make it.
So I'm just fighting through it, trying to plug the social media. So it's at A Sandwich and Some Lovin' is our Instagram, and we also have Facebook. A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Got a lot of followers there. So go check it out. Lots of fun there. We have a lot of fun on the social media. And then you can find me at the Alonzo 1971. I'm on Facebook too. Kelly's at Kellie Rasberry.
On Instagram, at Kellie Rasberry Evans on Facebook.
Yes.
That's for my public page.
That's right. Any other social medias we need to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't have one for Love Letters to Kellie.
Love letters.
But I do have a Love Letters to Kellie podcast if y'all would like to check that out. Some of the problems lately, I'm like, I don't know what to do with y'all. I don't know how. I'm just giving advice, but some of them I'm like, I don't even know. Hey,
and shout out to Can-Am. The Canyon model that I ride won the.
You're the ambassador.
I am the ambassador for that vehicle. I was one of the very first people in the world to ride it, and I was also in the and I was also in the commercial that launched it.
Mm-hmm.
So that vehicle actually won the Rider Magazine Motorcycle of the Year. So that's a big deal for Can-Am, and hopefully it's a successful model for them. And yeah, just shout out. That's just recently recent news. And I saw some of the other bikes that were nominated for that. I mean, there were some heavy hitters in there. I mean, there were Harleys, there were BMWs, Ducatis, and Can-Am brought home the hardware. Now, you do got some knuckleheads I noticed on the Rider Magazine's website, like, oh, it's not a motorcycle, it's got 3 wheels, and you're always going to have that debate if the 3-wheeler is a motorcycle. Well, to me, if you sit on something and it has bars, regardless of whether it has 2 wheels or 3 wheels, it's considered a motorcycle. You insure it as a motorcycle. You ride it like a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where you draw the line is, like, remember we had the slingshot? You sit in it, and
it had
a steering wheel.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But anyhow, there's some people, it's not a motorcycle, it's got 3 wheels. Well, I don't know.
It is what it is.
That can be debated, and yes, it is what it is. But congratulations to Can-Am. That's really awesome. All right, babe. You got anything else?
No, I'm good for now. I'll let y'all know how Bible study goes next week.
Well, you may or may not, because we're interviewing
is that next week?
Dr. Ty, yeah.
Oh, a couple weeks late, how Bible study
or maybe we'll have time. I don't know.
Remember.
We're probably going to be talking a lot about sleep.
Okay.
Trying to get people to sleep better or get their sleep checked out. Not hit snooze so many times. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love mucosa desperately.
Oh my gosh, Alan.
I love the Dallas Cowboys desperately. Go Cowboys. We're going to beat Carolina.
Man, you really changed your tune. You love them?
I do. I'm back on board.
All right.
I'm back on board. We dem boys.
Okay.
Holla. We're making noise.
This is weird because you start off the year loving them and progressively hate them, but this year it's like you're going the opposite direction.
Well,
you're ramping up your love.
As a lot of our fans know, being a Cowboys fan is like taking drugs. I've never taken drugs, but I imagine, like, when you have a little, it's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. And then when it goes away, when you start losing, you're like, you start turning it into, Mr. Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde, right? That's how I am. But right now I'm on that little high because we just won. Getting my fix.
Well, I predict we're going to win again this week.
Me too. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. So I was giggling because
what are all those white circle things?
I don't know. They're crowns. Christy Kincaid Norris said you should name this one a sandwich and some mucosa.
I don't know how you spell mucosa.
M-U-C-O-S-A.
C-O-S-A. Are you sure?
Terry, it is called. It's Sleep Lab, I believe. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right. Give me a break. Sorry, I said Sleep Lab. It was Snore Lab. Snore Lab.
Oh, no. You said the wrong thing.
And then you just hit, that's a glare. You just hit, start, and it'll start recording everything. And it'll give you a graph and give you a score on how good your sleep was and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, so I use that to track the snoring. And then I show it to Dr. Ty, and she makes adjustments to my mouthpiece or what have you. So, family vacation this year.
What?
We're gonna do a family vacation in next year. We didn't do one this year, did we? No, we didn't.
No, because I had Emma Kelly's graduation. And her graduation cruise gift was a cruise. So that's what we did for 4th of July this year. So We talked about my Bible study. We talked about snoring.
Yeah. Yeah, Bible study, snoring, a lot of interesting stuff. The Pringles, the fart spray, the guy who coughed up his colon, the anise lips, Mark Sanchez.
Okay, you went really fast. Ellen
Oh, God.
shares shares a list of what was it? What was it? What do you call it?
Interesting stuff. Thank you, Charles. Love you desperately. Hear that airplane?
Yeah.
People love list. All right. Got you down. People love lists. A sandwich and a snoring colon. I don't know. I'm not good at naming them. You and Michael are good at naming them. Okay, peeps.
Is a sandwich and some mucosa not good? Nobody's gonna know what that means.
No one's going to know what that means. How about a sandwich and some lips?
Anus lips? I'm not saying that.
I don't.
I'm fine with sandwich and mucosa. I don't care.
Oh. Yeah, probably do that, Sam. I don't know. What is mucosa? Sin, we explained it. Were you getting a drink on that part? We explained mucosa. Thank you, Cheryl. A sandwich and some Bible study. There you go.
That'll really hook them.
All right, guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. You came in late. Sin, mucosa is the type of skin that your lips and anus are made of. It's the same material, according to doctors. I didn't make that up. It's what doctors say. Okay, guys. Have a good night. We will talk to you soon. No, don't
The
make
Alonzo 1971 on IG and just the Alan Evans on Facebook. What is it on Facebook?
yes.
It's like Anna Sandwich and some Lovin or something, right?